Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just making a video on an everyday use of the Delonghi La Specialista Arte coffee machine. There's loads of videos out there on the internet. This one is somebody who's not a barista, not a coffee expert, not someone who's after the perfect shot, just somebody who likes a decent coffee at home every day. I work from home, drink a lot of coffee, like a decent coffee. So I chose this machine. A couple of reasons why I chose this machine. I know it is expensive. I think it's about 450 quid. On Amazon, I got it on a warehouse deal for 230. So for 230 quid on an Amazon warehouse return deal, I think this is absolute steal. Because my old Russell Hobbs bean to cup machine, where if you want to look at that one, makes decent coffee, but nowhere near as good as this, and you're looking at least 100 quid for that. This is worth every penny of that money, in my opinion. So, just to run through a few things that you get with it, you get the portafilter with two baskets. So, you get the wider basket, then you get one that's tapered. I think it's making more creamy or longer drinks. Like I say, I'm no barista expert. You get the dosing and tamping guide. So what this does is goes onto your portafilter and into the bottom of your grinder, so you can measure out the grind. Beans go in the top, as you would expect. You get a tamper for pressing your beans in. Good solid heavy tamper, that actually is quite nice. And you get a mat, a rubber mat, so you can obviously tamp without damaging your surfaces or damaging the portafilter. And then just a couple of other things you get. You get a little lid here. There's the other basket. It's much thinner at the bottom. I've not actually ever used it yet. And you get one of these. Somebody tell me what that is. I assume it's for frothing up the grind. But to me, it's not narrow enough, because I've seen other people using, they've all got spikes on. To me, that's, I don't know what it's for. Maybe it's from something. I ain't got a clue. And you get a bean cup, which I don't know why you really need it. I'm just doing one cup at a time. So straight into this, and we will get on to the actual machine and the settings. So here you've got 8 grind settings from coarse to fine. With the beans I use, these Levet's Rossa beans, you get a 1 kilogram bag off Amazon for £10 a month on Subscribe and Save. I think they're a decent everyday bean then. Obviously, you use other beans if I want a special coffee or a certain espresso, or just to try something that's different. But for everyday use, I use these because they're cheap and a decent bean. The first setting is how long you want the grind to be. So I have it set at about 12, 13, 14 seconds. And it's roughly, I don't know, a gram a second, if you want to know that, if you're into it. I know people say the perfect espresso is a 2 to 1, so like whatever it is, 15, 16 grams of coffee to 30, and the yield is 30 or something like that out the back. Personally, I don't really care. I just care about having a half decent cup of coffee. So the next button here is whether you want a double shot or a single shot. So obviously single 1, double 2, obviously the OK button. Then this is the temperature, low, medium, high. I like my coffee to be warm, so I have it on the warmest setting. And then here you have the dial for expresso, a longer drink, so like sort of like an Americano style drink, and then just plain hot water. And down there you have your hardness and descaling setting. And here is obviously for the steamer, which I'll show you in a moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock up a coffee quickly and just show you that this machine is super easy to use and gives real nice results. Obviously you've got the pressure gauge in the middle. Optimal zone is up here for how fine the grind is. You want to be finding your grind to hit the optimal zone. But with these beans, even on the finest grind with this basket, I don't quite get optimal. I mean, do I care? Not particularly, because I'm not here for the exact perfection. I'm here to make a decent cup of coffee quickly. So all you have to do is put your tampering guide on, and you just push towards the machine. It'll start the grind for the time you've got set here. So we'll listen to the grind. I actually think I run out of beans in my dispenser, like a numpty, so we're going to fill it up. And yeah, as you can see, it's not quite full. It's probably like a single shot, so I might put it onto a single and then just rerun the grinder. See where we end up. Coffee connoisseurs, cry more. So yeah, I get my tamping mat. What I like to do is just put it on there and give it a little knock so it goes flat. Some people will stir the beans up with like I don't know what they call them, but if you like a little set of little needles that like separates the grind so there's no air bubbles or clumps in there, but really just tamp it down, squeeze it in, and then you should end up with coffee that looks like that, like a solid puck of coffee in there that's compressed and compact. Then all you do is stick it into your machine like that, just snaps in very simply, and then we choose the temperature, which I want hot, and we choose espresso, long black or hot water. I'm going to go for espresso for this one so I can show you the steaming. So we will leave it on there so we can see the pressure, and all you do is press OK. It'll do a few seconds of heating. Oh crap, I put my cup on. I'm having a bleeding nightmare. You'll see the gauge I don't think went all the way to optimal, but that's on the finest grind and packed. So as you can see, it does still drip this this machine after the grind and after the espresso's been poured. Some people say that's a bonus, and some people say it's not, because apparently some other machines have a three-way valve so you can pull it out straight away and it won't drip. But some people say that also hampers the actual quality of the shot you get out of the coffee machine. I mean, that's all barista talk. But we'll look at the actual shot. Really, I should have done it in a see-through glass, but you can see that is a creamy espresso in there. Very nice shot of espresso. Also will be great for making espressos for things like espresso martinis and that kind of thing. If that's your kind of evening tipple, it would be wonderful to make those. So we'll just clean up a little bit, and then we'll get some milk in the jug that also actually comes in the machine that I didn't show you at the start. So Delonghi, looks like aluminium or stainless steel, actual milk dispensing jug. So we'll get some milk out, and yes, again the coffee connoisseurs are going to go mad because I'm using semi-skimmed. I am semi-skilled. Semi-skimmed, not full fat. And yes, even though I'm not a coffee connoisseur, full fat does make better milk if you want in lattes and cappuccinos, or if you want to do latte art and stuff. Semi-skimmed just doesn't work as well. But all you do to use the steamer is obviously get the steam wand out, put it under, and you just press the steam button and it'll just warm up. I just like to let it purge just for a second, just in case there's any residual milk or out from the last time it was used in the hole. And you can see it, so put it in. And to get a decent milk, I'm doing this one-handed, what you want to do is create some bubbles on the top with air. So you can see there's some large bubbles on the top now, and then just let it go. Hopefully you can see in there that the milk is now quite vigorously rotating underneath the larger bubbles. and just let that happen and let the big bubbles mix into the milk. And the frothier you want it, so the thicker froth, I've noticed put more bubbles into it. So again, more big bubbles from letting air in, and then let it just spin out. Again, I'm no coffee barista, connoisseur or nothing, I just like a decent home coffee. Make a nice smooth milk in real time. They have it like frothy milk. So we'll pour it in here, and no, I am not any good at latte art, so we're just going to pour it in and see what we look like. So as you can see, and then the froth for on top. And there we have a beautiful cup of coffee in my Costa cup. Let's have a try. Lovely. Really nice cup of coffee, to be honest. I mean, like I say, go watch my Russell Hobbs bean to cup coffee machine that makes like a sort of a kettle's worth of coffee that you can go back and top up, and it keeps it warm for a certain amount of time. That's not bad. This is on another level. This really, it does make good coffee. For if anybody's just in the market for a decent quality coffee machine that's quick and simple to use and makes solid, good coffee on every time you brew one, then I really can't fault this machine. Yes, at £450, £500, I would class it as a very expensive item. But if you can get it like I did for a couple of £100, I don't think you're going to get a better coffee machine for that kind of money, because there's a lot lesser machines out there, or ones that don't have all these features or good quality accessories like this portafilter and a proper stainless milk cup and a proper heavy duty tamper. You're not going to get that for that kind of money. So if you like this honest, quick, everyday review of the Delonghi La Specialista, and you're just into decent everyday coffee, hit me up if you've got one of these machines. Tell me what you think, how you've got on with it, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and subscribe. Peace.